at NCAAs.
She's been so close so many different times and has handled herself with so much class, so much poise throughout her entire career. This is her last individual event, second here again last year, and just one of those types of swimmers that you really stand up and cheer for.
She'll swim out of lane number 6 as the number 4 qualifier from the morning prelims. The top qualifier in the morning prelims was Stanford's Regan Smith. Now a 19-year-old freshman, Regan Smith, a world champion back in 2019 in the 200-meter backstroke and won silver in the 200 fly, bronze in the 100 back in Tokyo last year. Now she looks for an individual national championship.
Still the world record holder, by the way, in that 200 backstroke.
And then there's Katharine Berkoff next to her, the defending NCAA champion in this 100-yard backstroke. She won the ACC championship this season.
Talked about her dad so many different times, Olympic silver medalist back in 1988. But the one that has the most speed, perhaps, than anybody else in the field, Gretchen Walsh, third fastest in history with that 50-yard freestyle last night.
I mean, you feel like this is almost a pick'em. It is such a deep field. It would not be a surprise if any of those 4 we just mentioned
That's right.
end up
You're
winning
right.
the championship.
You're so right. It's going to come 3, 4, 5, and Ryan White, believe it or not, is another dark horse in this event. Based on the morning alone, all 3 of those swimmers, Walsh, Smith, Berkoff, 3, 4, 5, they all went under 50. The American record is 49.16, held by Regan Smith, set a year ago. The NCAA record is Nelson, 49.18, set 3 years ago.
2 from Virginia in this A final. Reilly Tiltmann, who won a B final earlier today in the 200-yard free, in an A final here in the 100-yard back.
This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. I think I look forward more to women's backstroke in pretty much every event I've covered over the last 4 or 5 years. They just are so loaded across the board.
What a fast start for Gretchen Walsh.
Yeah.
She's the first over 25 yards.
Yeah, she was the only one under 24 this morning. She was 23.8 going out. She is flying out there. 23.3 on the way out. That is so fast.
Wow, Gretchen Walsh, who was the runner-up in the 50-yard free yesterday, has the lead. 25 yards to go. Katharine Berkoff up in the second and closing. Regan Smith turns in third.
Here comes Berkoff.
It's the defending champion Berkoff in 5. The star freshman Walsh in 3. Katharine Berkoff of NC State reaching for it, and Berkoff wins it in 48.74, a new American record.
The fastest in history. And Walsh also broke the American record. She was 49 flat. Holy smokes.
Every one of his races.
Who am I?
Up to the
You want me to circle somebody? My producer's saying circle somebody. Okay, I'm trying. I'm trying to clear it. I can't clear it. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to. I couldn't figure out who to circle. What a race. Gretchen, I mean, her underwaters are right in front of you, top of the screen. Watch that. She lines it up so well, keeps that head tucked in between those biceps. But watch the final turn. There is Berkoff. And I just knew she nailed that last turn. Watch her stay with her guys underwater. She did such a great job in popping up. Both of them. How do you give an American record to either one of them? They both deserve it. But only one's going to keep it, and that's Katharine Berkoff. Wow.
Yeah, I guess until you give it to the one who swam the fastest time and wins her second
We get to enjoy another year. One's a freshman and one's a junior.
I mean, look at these times. Berkoff 48.74 to win her second straight title. Walsh 49 flat, and Regan Smith again goes under 50 seconds, 49.96. That one lived up to the hype, and after her record-setting swim, Katharine Berkoff is with Elizabeth.
Katharine, national champion, best time, American record. When you're flipping at that 75 and you have the massive underwater, what are you telling yourself? Do you know you have that in you?
I knew my underwaters have been feeling good, so I was just really trying to work them a lot on that last 25 especially. It was definitely scary though.
Scary, I'm sure, when you're sitting in a ready room with some of the most incredible backstrokers, not just in the country, but in the world. How do you handle that pressure when you look around and you see who you're racing?
Well, they make it a little easier by being really nice, so they lighten the mood in the ready room. That's very helpful, but yeah, it's definitely awesome to be able to race some of the best backstrokers ever.
Yeah, well, you're now the best ever in the 100-yard backstroke, Katharine. Congratulations.
Thank you.
My goodness, what a race. Katharine Berkoff, maybe the toughest title to defend of any here, and she pulls it off, winning the 100-yard backstroke. Up next, we go to